Hello everyone, good afternoon, welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson, and please welcome the ensemble for today, G1, Fran, Caleb and Martin. So the piece you just heard was from the 185th day that the installation was running, and just a nice piece to play as the curtain goes up. Today is day 310, so that's the count of days that each day I'm at the piano and essentially write a new tune each day. That one that you just heard was a pretty thing. I have a funny mechanism for getting a kickstart of inspiration. If anyone wants to ask what my inspiration was today, the answer is nothing. I had literally nothing this morning, but that's kind of the point, just show up and see what happens when you just start randomly playing notes and look for connections and ta-da, something happens. So at this point, day 310 has not been heard yet. I've just it's been an idea in my head. I put some notes down. You haven't heard it. Neither have the musicians. They're about to kind of play it for the first time. And then tomorrow, probably move on to something else. So it's all about just doing stuff in front of you, the process of art. I like to talk about creativity. Ben, who saw Ben sing downstairs just soon, yeah, amazing. What a great voice. Ben and I are quite fortunate to have these seats in this incredible museum to make stuff in front of you. But when we talk about the process of making, it's not always about making something ace. I just showed my age then, didn't I? But it's about making stuff, and I think that's an important conversation to have. So we're going to start to work through today. You can see the score on the screen there, and I'll keep whizzing through it as we play. Pretty soon I'll get off the stage and they'll do it by themselves, and let's have a listen to 310. So stick with us as we stop and start and kind of bolt it together in a rehearsal. I will come back and check in that you're okay. Any questions at all? Let's have a chat. Chats are great, questions are good. Right then. I started to write it in like a real slow thing, and I thought, stop being so fucking sad, Dean. Pick it up. So let's pick it up. So there's the upbeat is just first violin into beat into second bar. One thing to say before we get to it, the bar before A, it's just you. It's got semiquavers, but you don't have to play them quickly. There's only Marty in the bar before A. All right. There. All right. They hadn't sight read it for the first time. That was quite nice. Yes, good, lovely. Okay. So my feelings is let's do it that much again, and let's pick up the tempo. I think it's lovely, but let's not make everyone cry. Right there. 1, 2. just tie that last E, da da ti ba. Just hold the E. Yep.
So no G sharp.
Yeah, yeah. Dee da dee dee ba ba. So tie that into the next in the semigroup. Yeah. All right. Pizza. Yum. Any questions? Anyone curious? Think of something. Yes. What made me decide a string quartet? Good question. I like strings. I've decided one type of instrument because I thought if it was the same, it's not always the same players, it's the same instruments, and that makes it tricky to have to try and make it those sounds fresh every day, 310 times. So if I lock it into one thing, the challenge increases every day. That's why it's the same. And I like strings. And to be honest, if I decided for trombones, there's just not that many trombone players also in town that could do it. Yeah, as well. Good. Good question. Thank you. Any other questions? No? Okay, we'll come back. That was nice. Any questions from you? Yes? At A. At A? Yep. At A, yep.
What dynamic?
Oh, good question. Oh, A. What have we done? As per the start. Mezzo.
That's okay. You want me a different articulation to Caleb?
Oh no, sorry, he's tied. Okay, let's tie that.
You tie two?
Yeah, one but yeah, tie them together.
Slow
Thank
them?
you.
All right.
So yes, sing it. Slow that.
Yeah.
Mezzo piano. Okay. Okay, great. At G, yes.
Surrounding. Do you want those E's tied over the
No,
bars?
just tied, just long note. Yeah, no, yeah. Let them do the.
And 31.
At what?
31.
31. Yep.
I have what's probably an errant arco marking.
Oh yes, yeah. Yes, errant. Get rid of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, cool. All right, where did we get to? G. Let's go from letter G. Viola. Good hold there, nice. So particularly from that bit, which is the H onwards, it's very crotchety, but if we could somehow, that's my writing, so I wrote crotchety, that's my fault, but if we could try and not make it sound crotchety, like lots of little legato lines. So, yeah, it's all over the top, so make it long rather than short, that'd be great. Sorry for writing crotchety, but I did.
Beethoven did.
I'm Beethoven, yay. I'm happier than he was. Right, any, all good? Everyone happy? Yes? Not the same people, no. No, it's not. They're busy people. These are like Tasmanian symphony types. They're very busy. They have a busy life, so I get them when I can. So there's about 20 people on the roster that come through. Yeah. Yep. What I'm... Cool. Did you hear that question? Am I adapting this as I go because it sounds different to what I thought when I wrote it? Mostly we do adapting because I don't play any of these instruments. So they're doing things like, oh wow, that's the thing. We should do that. So they're putting in the marks that I don't know how to write or don't think of writing because I'm just busy putting notes in, and the nuance comes now. So there's only so many notes I can make because I've got to write something. So we're kind of finishing the piece, if you like. And it always sounds better when it's actually live people than just in my head. I hear trombones in my head. No, it cool. So, H, let's just be careful not to get too much slower. Maybe the bit where you're droning on the E and H could be good, slow, but the rest of it, give it some purpose. From H then, can we go back from H? Mm-hmm. Yes. Viola note carries through. Oops. Now. Okay, so there it is. That was the last bar that I wrote today. Thank you. So we'll now do last minute checks. Sometimes it's like, I don't think this, whatever. It doesn't always come out, amazing or good. Again, I repeat that thing, you don't have to always think. I think my idea about creating stuff, is we can bang on about the Industrial Revolution and the stigmatizing mistakes, which is what our education system did to us and our parents and stuff. But when it comes to just doing something that you really like, especially if it's music, because everyone tells you to get a real job, but you know that when you do a thing that you like, whether it's music or gardening or whatever your juice is, you choose that. Like you go, that's my thing. This is the craft that I like because it helps me understand myself in the world. That's why you do it. Every time I write a piece, I'm trying to figure out my expressing myself in the world. But then you go to do it, and you put that first few notes in, and you go, oh fuck, that's awful. Oh my God, what was I thinking? It's terrible. It's terrible. You might even be alone when you think that, and that's really bad. When you just don't allow yourself to do a thing because you think it's crap. Or you don't even start because you think I couldn't possibly be as good as Taylor Swift or Beethoven or whoever your thing is. So that's why I'm here, just writing day after day of utter drivel. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it really, I surprise myself. I don't know why it's good on those days, but it just really pops out. Made an album of the good ones. There you go, you can come and buy that from me. It's a CD or download from here or at the shop. And there it is. There you go. If you like today, put your mailing list there because you can get the live recording to your inbox. We're now going to give today's a run through. We'll play it a couple of times because we haven't heard it all the way through yet. We don't know it as a piece. We'll play it once, get to know it, play it again, and I hope you stick around. Any other questions before we do that? No? All right. From the top? Yeah, I'm going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to do anything. G1, Fran, Caleb, Martin. There you go. That was day 310. Did you have like some kind of image as to what would it put you anywhere? Were you like on a boat, in a car, at your mum's house? Yes? No, normally not, no. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, but rarely. Only at the end, maybe if someone suggests something, or I have a trick that I have. And if you're any composers in the musicians in the room, I have a little trick, and you can probably connect this to the thing that you do. I have this thing called a tone row. You might have heard that thing. It's an old compositional technique. So I have a way of assigning a note to the letters of the alphabet. And if I literally can't think of anything, if I took, what's your name? All right, so if I took your name, have it 5 letters? 6? 8 letters. So each letter would give me a note. So I'd have 8 notes just provided to me in an order, and that's my melody. Whether I like it or not, I have to just make that work. So sometimes a name, like my son's name, or the curtain raiser was my partner's name. It was a lovely piece. That's her name put to music by my tone row. So I'll give it a name then, maybe, but otherwise it's just whatever. Scary tune. Cool. That was nice. Thank you. Should we give it another go? Any other questions? No? Yes? Oh, sorry, was there? Where? Oh, yeah, over there, yeah. Good question. Are they contributing to a larger piece? Maybe. I'll see. You've heard of the festival Dark Mofo we have here at winter? So two festivals ago, they said to me to come back and sit here for the 8 days of the festival and write a symphony. So I took some of my quartet pieces and they became a big work, and that was part of which is cool. So sometimes, yeah, but what I've got now is a massive live 310 days of ideas that I can do that when I've got the will and the energy to do so. Yes, lucky me. All right, let's hear the day again. I'm going to remove myself from the stage altogether, and let's hear day 310.
42. Does anyone have the first beat?
Second.
Just you.
Oh, thank you. You change your last note just to hold the E. Hold the E in. Thank you. That's the piece for today. G1, Fran, Caleb, Martin. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Dean. Thank you very much for, you've been very attentive. Any other questions before we, go and look at more vaginas? Anyone? No. Oh, starting. Yeah. I think that's my whole spiel about most of us just struggle to start. Yeah, especially if you did something, like if music was your thing or painting maybe, you did a piece of art years ago and you went, I nailed it, the lightning struck, and then you've been too afraid to do it ever since because you don't want to fuck it up or be any worse than your best effort. That's crippling. What a shame. You just have to be prepared to allow yourself to make lots of mistakes. I make mistakes all the time in front of you, yes. I start at 10 o'clock in the morning when the doors open. Well, I finish whenever I finish. Sometimes I finish by like 3. Sometimes I see the musicians walk down the stairs and go, shit. Print? Yeah. What's been the biggest learning of the journey? I don't know. I tell you what, probably the reason I talk about creativity a lot now is because I thought my original pitch for this, when it started in 2021, the first time it's run, this is the 3rd time it's run, was the pitch was what happens when the artist empties the tank. And I'd like for you to think about your thing. What happens when you've got nothing left is horseshit, because you've always got something. Even at your lowest, you've got something. Think about a carrot. That's something. That's fine. You'd think that nothing is when you're dead, I reckon, because then you don't think about anything. So there's always something. So I quickly abandoned that and started to think about the courage of creativity. That's probably my biggest thing. And just showing up. Even if I got nothing at all, just show up and just throw hands and bonk, bing, bonk, bing, bonk, bing, bonk, bing, bonk, bing. Sounds like a Bee Gees song already, but just find 2 or 3 notes and then just stick to that and just write functional music, like not great music, but just like you could fill an A4 page with, I went for a walk this morning with my dog. He's very pretty. He's tagged whales a lot. Whales a lot. But it's a boring story, but you know how to make the words function in the right order. I can do the same with music until I find something. Oh, yep, here we go. We'll follow that. It's just showing up, I think. I made the first 150 days. I kept a diary as well throughout this process. I'm about to publish those, so that's exciting as well. Yeah, creativity from the driver's seat. I thought I could publish that. Yeah, cool. But mailing list, you'll find out when that's in May. It'll be launched in May. Any other questions? Yes. Last one. No collaborators. No. It's kind of no. It's just me. Yeah. No collaborator. Apart from obviously the musicians who play the instruments I don't, and they tell me what the instruments can do and they're good at, and so they're the ones that are the collaborators. Yeah. And I'm very grateful for the musicians to show up every day and give me the grace of their time and their talent. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you so much. Have a lovely afternoon. Wander out, and I'll see you sometime again. Bye.